Tonight, we hear from a man who says he was a victim who got away from the notorious serial killer. Patrick Dati says it is a secret that he kept until recently.
Patrick Dati says it happened nearly 4 decades ago, but it's still fresh in his mind, and it's still hard to talk about.
He locked the bathroom door. Then he proceeded to rape me. When he was finished, he held the knife back next to my neck, and he said if I ever said a word, that he'd track me down and kill me.
Our next guest is one of the few victims of the notorious serial killer who lived to tell his story, and I know you would concur that he was a monster in disguise. Good morning and welcome to you, Patrick Dati. So you're one of the rare people, few people that can talk about your experience with John Wayne Gacy. You were 9 years old. What happened?
It was a winter day. It was in January, and I was with my brother, and there was a department store that used to be on Belmont and Central called Goldblatt's. We pulled together our change, bought some candy in the candy department, and then we decided that we were going to play hide and go seek. And so after I started looking for them, I needed to use the restroom. And while I was in the bathroom, there was this person in the stall next to me, and I heard him get up. And then all of a sudden, I heard a lock of the bathroom door, and he then ripped my clothes off, and he proceeded to rape me. When he finished raping me, he held a knife back to my neck, and he said, if you ever say anything, I'll track you down and I'll kill you.
What did you do after that?
My initial instinct was to get up, get my jacket, my clothes back on, and run home. And I totally forgot my brother and my friend and my cousin were still there.
So when he came home, he beat you up for leaving the department store.
Yeah. Beat me up until I was bleeding because he was angry, because he was responsible for watching me. And
did you tell him? You didn't tell him what happened to you?
No. The thing about me was that, like most men, you hide from abuse. Since I've gone viral and with social media, I've had 2 guys on Facebook that have actually reached out to me and said, I was a victim of Gacy, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. I could never say what you're doing. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because there's so many children out there that hide. And I was one of those statistics. I wrote this book to become a voice of all victims of abuse. Each person who has ever suffered sexual abuse, bullying, or the need to hide who they really are. Do you hear that sound? That's the sound of a bathroom door being locked. When I first heard that sound, I was 9 years old. A few years later, he beat me so bad, my parents had to take me to the hospital emergency room. When the doctor asked my father what had happened, my dad said what he had always said: boys will be boys. So my bully felt free to be my bully. I lived more than 30 years of my life not telling. Then, my bully forced me to come out. And that's how my recent journey, my journey of the last few years, led me here tonight. I think the challenges of being an advocate is that sometimes I think you put yourself in a place where you're somewhat vulnerable. Now I'm the voice of other individuals that never could stand up for themselves, very much like myself. Men my age that never came forward about being abused and now accepting and understanding it from hearing my story. It's mothers that are researching and wanting to find out why their children or their child is not vocal like they were before, and why they're distancing themselves from their normal life. It's people researching what I've gone through and kind of taking from my story how it is impacting their family or their children.